Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Halloween edition of Rise of the Podcast. I'm Jeremy.
I'm Kara.
I'm Darrell.
I'm the King of Halloween.
And Oh, what? No, I'm right. Just kidding. I couldn't fall asleep on an episode as exciting as this.
Of course, this is your favorite time of the year.
It is my favorite time of the year. It's everyone's favorite time of the year.
I was going to say, it's everyone's favorite time of the year. It is. We brought back the two people who love it more than anybody else, though, that I know of.
Yeah, I mean, this is...
Who do you think between the two of them love Halloween the most? So they're gonna
I don't know, man.
Obviously, there's the King of Halloween.
Battle we need to there, yeah.
We need to have like a Halloween quiz, like a test, right? And whoever answers the most questions correctly.
Artist Halloween quiz.
There we go.
A Halloween off.
Or we just like nerd out about Halloween facts too. I don't know. Like I don't know if it's a competition. We could love Halloween in different ways.
No, everything's a competition. Shut up.
But I mean, being bookended by such Halloween grace, how does it feel being like?
Oh, this is the best.
All the Halloween energy, flying this way and that.
Right.
All right. Well, so you guys, if you want to pick up your whiteboards.
Oh boy.
Okay. Sorry, Count.
So I don't expect Jeremy or Kara to do very well at this at all, but I think that
I'm going to destroy everyone.
Yeah, well, maybe. Hold on. Well, let's find some fun, spooky music to have on the back. Just so everybody knows, we're using a new podcast setup. There's like 90% of the stuff does not work right now.
Normally, Chris accidentally plays the intro twice. Tonight we can barely going.
Yeah, I had to manually stop it from doing anything.
Listen.
The wheel spin will happen. The wheel spin will happen. I saw the redeem. We will do that.
Oh, who redeemed it?
SMR did.
Shocking.
But so like that'll work, but sound effects aren't going to work. Snapchat filters aren't going to work. Basically, most of the redeems aren't going to work.
Sorry, guys.
So, but you'll just have to deal with it and just have to enjoy us for who we are and not the wacky things.
I'll admit, I choke under pressure on these kind of quizzes, so we're going to see how this goes.
Spooky Halloween music. Let's go, YouTube. What?
I honestly have no idea what he's planning, so.
Okay.
Here we go. Cozy Cottage has 24/7 best spooky Halloween background music.
Cool. Do it.
Of all the ones that are like lo-fi Halloween beats, it's the same low beats as any other one. It just has
a Halloween background on the YouTube. Yeah.
I mean, this.
Okay, it's kind of cozy Halloween.
The image of it's pretty sick.
Yeah.
I didn't grab any headphones. I can't hear the music.
Oh, no.
They're right behind you.
On the floor.
On the floor behind me.
Hold on.
I did set up a pair over there.
I may steal your crown if it goes off.
We are the absolute best at doing a podcast.
I think this is you. Oh, no, this is me. I don't know what's what here.
Hey, that's okay.
There is a set over there.
Cord over here, Jeremy.
So remember that extra set? I said that we have an extra set.
Did we not actually?
No, we do. It's behind me.
All the way behind you.
Oh my gosh, Jeremy.
Well, that's okay.
Hold on, man. We got you.
My goodness.
Poor Matt.
But David, I'll need to hand it
filibuster for a little while. I can improv something.
We want you to sing "This Is Halloween" all by yourself.
This is Halloween. This is Halloween. Pumpkin scream in the dead of night.
Excellent.
Are we gonna get sued? I don't know how much farther I can go on that.
You can do it. It's a self-work.
Oh,
it's a cover.
That's fair.
That's true.
It is a cover. We don't have the original background music. Like,
This town, don't we love it now? Everybody's waiting for the next surprise.
Why on earth would we have? What was going through my brain where I thought we had 5 headphones but only 4 mics? I was like, oh, we got an extra set.
It's probably a lot easier to hear us now, isn't it?
Thank you.
that's impressive. Okay.
What's
okay.
that?
He was singing like "This Is Halloween," like all of it.
Here.
I have seen that movie once.
What?
That is shameful.
That's hundreds of times too few.
It seriously is.
I'm sorry. Like, okay, I grew up in a family that didn't celebrate Halloween.
Oh.
That's tragedy.
Are you out of that toxic situation?
We do Halloween. We hand out candy. We dress up. We go trick or treating. Yeah.
Whoa, hold on. We
Wait,
got
what?
some new chat here.
Oh.
From who?
It's from Whitney CR. What's that wheel? The wheel is for spinning. We actually have 2 sets of wheels. Actually, we also have this fancy digital.
Oh.
Wait, is Whitney new around here?
First time chat.
Well, hello, Whitney.
Whitney. Hi,
Welcome
Whitney.
in.
There's another one too. That CG.
You get to watch all the
that's
cool
mayhem.
headphones.
Yeah, that's Mayhem.
Holy change.
He's. I'm allowed to call him Mayhem still because He's mayhem forever and always.
The nice thing about Nightmare Before Christmas is you get to watch it twice a year.
Because it's Halloween and Christmas.
Yeah.
Just watch it continuously from Halloween time till Christmas time.
I don't know if I die on the hill, but I wouldn't argue against anybody who says it's more of a Christmas movie than a Halloween movie.
Well, I mean, it is a Halloween movie,
Most
but
of the time, they're focused on Christmas, making Christmas presents in Christmas land, flying around for Christmas. Halloween's already over by the time we're introduced. We're the last, few minutes of Halloween as the intro starts. So,
well, I will die on the hill that it's a Halloween movie first and foremost.
I mean,
for several reasons. Would you like to hear the reasons?
I do.
yeah, go for it.
Okay, so first of all, it's a Halloween movie. We open on Halloween, right?
Yes.
And it's set in Halloween Town, and it's about the citizens of Halloween Town and all of the journeys that they go on and all of their awakenings, and they have a through line. Whereas the citizens of the other holiday, they don't really have a through line.
They just get terrorized.
They just get terrorized, and they don't have a beginning, middle, and end as far as their story arcs go.
But
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so I mean, and here's the thing. Mind you, I agree with you, but I'm going to play devil's advocate.
Okay.
So,
Advocating for the devil.
yeah,
I mean, it is Halloween.
it is. Yeah. So me and my friend Satan over here are
oh my gosh.
proud sponsor of the podcast. You're saying so it's based in Halloween Town, right? So thus it must be Halloween. But we watch a Christmas movie in I don't know, Pine Haven or Evergreen Terrace or whatever they call it. the Hallmark thing. We're not saying that's an Evergreen Terrace thing. They're not in Christmas. That's just their town. They just live there. It doesn't necessarily make them that thing. They're just citizens of a town that's about Halloween.
Well, you do have a point there.
But
You do have a point there. However, we're much heavier on the Halloween characters than the Christmas characters. Also, I want to put the final nail in the coffin. The producers stated that it is indeed a Halloween movie.
And I mean,
they ended the argument because it was going on for a while.
Right.
And people asked them, well, what is this? And actually, that does add to an amazing idea I had for a sequel, whereas it's based in Halloween Town, and it's the Halloween people, and you see all these other towns, right?
right.
Actually, you don't see the other towns. You see the doors.
Oh.
You see 7 doors, but you only visit 1 door. Let's see the other towns. Let's see the other towns, and then that's the whole sequel is they have to go to every single town for whatever reason.
Sure.
There you go. Nightmare Before Christmas 2 right there.
I love it.
Excellent.
If we have points, at some point I would love to talk with you about whether or not Home Alone is a horror movie or not.
Oh, there's definitely horror elements to it.
Is this like hot dog is a sandwich?
Yeah.
Hot dog is a taco.
Oh, not this again. I had to bring it up.
You did have to bring it up. Hot dog is a
Say it,
taco.
and I stopped myself, so I'm glad that it's a taco, but it's not a corn tortilla. It's
So the way that we have to break it down is by which the vessel is holding the internals, right? So taco, hot dog, same thing. Gyro is a taco, right? So anything that's got two layers that hold the inside thing is a sandwich.
sure.
Anything that's completely enclosed is some sort of calzone.
Fair.
So
Whatever.
burrito's a calzone, right?
Yeah, whatever.
There is a podcast called The Hot Dog is a Sandwich, and they finally did the episode where they tried to suss it out. But anyway.
It's definitely not a sandwich. It's a taco.
What if a calzone's actually a burrito?
Well, whatever. It's the same thing.
A calzone is kind of like a big burrito, isn't it? Yeah.
It is.
Aren't we all just big burritos?
We're all just,
in the grand scheme of things?
it's all just,
Really?
food is all just
That is
one
a-
kind of thing, you know?
Is that the timer one?
It's something with something wrapped around it, and there's
Don't
stuff
turn the duration
inside, and then there's sauce or something inside of it as well. It's all just a thing that we eat, right?
Yeah, I think that's our fog machine to get
Food
Matt
wrap.
and I back on topic here. So
That is.
Bruce Willis once said Die Hard is not a Christmas movie, which is a lie.
it is a lie. It's bold-faced.
If you make your taco into a burrito, then it's a burrito. That's simply all. It's how you're fastening your meat inside of your bread.
Okay. So is an open-faced sandwich a pizza?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh.
Fair. All right. He had that on lock. So.
Is a tostada a pizza?
What's a tostada?
It's like a flat. It's like a flat taco.
Then yeah.
Okay, sure.
Yep,
yeah.
tostadas a pizza.
Okay.
Oh.
All right, Chris, what do you have for us?
Oh yeah.
Mike, I realize they legalized it in Minnesota, but guys, this is excessive. All right, first Halloween question for the tournament of Halloweenness. Oh, do we know where the machete is, by the way?
It's here.
It should be somewhere by the laser, I thought.
The what?
The machete.
There's a golden machete that the winner of Halloween gets. And
We've lasered it.
Matt's the 2-time defending champion of Halloween.
His name is lasered twice on there now.
I didn't know I was going to study for tonight.
You could end up on the machete.
I could end up on the machete, or the machete could end up on me.
Let's hope not for
it's
that
a real machete too. It's not like
I bought a machete and painted it gold.
That's dangerous, and I love it.
It was quite the thing having to store it and be like, ooh, it just trying to clean. I don't want to.
what we should do is we should 3D print a holder for it and like a plaque to hang on the wall. So then whoever is the king of Halloween or whatever can hang it on their wall.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a traveling trophy, but we're just bad at getting it to Matt. He's had it like for 10 minutes of the time that he's owned it.
All right.
Question 1. What is the name of the Celtic Harvest Festival that many people believe Halloween is based on? You have 10 seconds. And by 10 seconds, I mean 3 seconds.
Again, my spelling's atrocious, but
All right. Reveal your answers. We'll start with Darrell.
Samhain.
Oh, interesting.
Thank you. Oh boy, now this is a big responsibility.
I know I'm wrong.
I'll just keep that there.
How do you have that spelled, Darrell? Just out of curiosity.
Oh, I don't have it anywhere near how it's supposed to be spelled because it doesn't look like.
No, that's what I just realized.
Yeah.
Jeremy, what do you have for the Celtic Harvest Festival?
Bread Day.
Oh, wrong. Kara?
All Hallows Eve, and I know that. Yep.
Okay. Samhain or Samhain.
You guys, so obviously the Halloween guys got it right.
Obviously.
It looks like Samhain, but it's pronounced Samhain or Samhain.
Yeah, gotta love the Celtic
So
language
now
for that.
I'll remember Sauron, like Samhain.
That's like Samhain.
Watch out, it's Samhain.
It's Samhain.
I'll remember that.
Come on, Photo. Time to take the wing up to Samhain. Got it. Love it.
Photo.
Photo.
I'm telling you, I'll get it.
Your feet are too big, Photo.
I'm gonna kill you up there, Photo. I love you.
You gotta throw the ring.
We need that movie.
You gotta throw the ring in the
So
pumpkin in which it
funny.
was created.
Got a photo wing in a volcano photo.
That my Gamgee.
Mount Doom is just a massive pumpkin.
Yep.
All right, this one is very important. What is a hallow? What is a hallow?
There's. I'm gonna do.
You have 8 seconds, by which I mean you have 2 seconds.
Okay, and I'm going with. Yeah.
Pens down, Kara.
I have no idea.
All right, let's start with Jeremy. Jeremy, what is a hallow?
The inside of a tree.
Incorrect. Kara, what is a hallow?
It's like a revered object.
Closer than Jeremy. Matt, what is a hallow?
A saint.
All right, that is correct.
I said a holy day.
That, well, it says a saint or holy person.
Okay, because All Hallows Eve is.
Yeah,
the
a
day
hallow
before
is
the-
used as an adjective. It means holy. Oh, when it's used as an adjective, it means holy. Okay, yeah. So and as a noun, it means somebody who is holy. All right, I'll give both of the correct people points.
Yeah.
Jeremy, we suck.
That might be the tiebreaker though, because if it's a holy person, but All Hallows,
the description made it more broad, I think. So.
you're a broad.
Hey, toots.
Hey, how you doing?
Why you walking around my crazy 1930s construction site?
Act all hoity-toity, little bing, bada, boom.
Don't let these hot
Oh
rivets
my
fall down and hit
You
you.
know what? You need my cannoli all over me. What are you doing, you meatball?
Oh, mamma mia.
Anyway, Mom's gonna be so mad at me. I got sketty on my shirt.
You and I need to move to New York, dude.
Oh man, they would love us in New York.
They're like, hey, who do these guys think they are making fun of us? Oh, these guys are there. Subway.
I'd be beat up by so many hot construction workers. I assume they're all hot.
No, they've got to be if they're talking like that.
I would think so.
Yeah,
They're catcalling. You
Why
gotta
not?
be. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And this one might be what separates the wheat from the other wheat.
Oh.
In what year will the next full moon occur during Halloween?
Ooh, I did know this.
In what year? Don't pick a year in the past, because that's the past. We want the future, Jeremy.
I'm just gonna go with. Shoot, I did look this up.
All right, and pens down. Kara, what year will the next full moon occur during Halloween?
2032.
Incorrect.
Dang it.
Jeremy?
2033.
Incorrect. Darrell?
2037.
Incorrect. Matt?
2025.
Also incorrect. 2039.
Oh,
Dang.
closest without going over. I knew it was upper 30s.
Okay.
So
but-
that's 15 years from now. We'll be old as heck.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, because
That'll be the 20th anniversary of the podcast.
I'll be retired.
I don't know if this is going to give an answer away.
Yeah,
but
maybe-
the last full moon was 2020, and I was so upset because it was from 2020 until like I was much older. I'm like, we gotta go out and trick or treat and do all this stuff, and it's a full moon on Halloween. It was gonna be perfect, and yeah, so
Once every 19 years, it occurs. 2001, 2020, and 2039 are the three closest ones to us.
shoot.
Crazy.
Closest without going over?
What item is banned only during Halloween from 12 a.m. October 31st to 12 p.m. November 1st in Hollywood, California?
What object?
What item is banned during Halloween, basically just on October 31st?
That's a good answer.
Mayhem says eggs. Gwen says eggs. Interesting options. Interesting. If you ask Marty Jr. what Marty Jr. Sr. does for work, eggs is also the answer. I'm not kidding, just eggs.
He does eggs for work.
That's what he says. It's like, hey, what does your dad do for work? He's like, eggs. Guess what my sister does?
Eggs.
Lay eggs?
What is I can't read from here, but the person with the blue they put 20. Did they get 2039?
No, they put 2069.
Nice. I'm proud of you.
I apparently go to grocery stores for work. His brain is very interesting. All right, Jeremy.
I actually put eggs before everybody said it in chat.
All right, eggs is incorrect.
Or TP.
Also incorrect.
Crap.
Kara, what did
Literally,
you
crap.
I put a wooden cross. I meant a wooden stake, but wooden cross.
both of those would be incorrect.
All right.
Matt.
Toilet paper. Incorrect.
Incorrect.
Firecrackers?
Also incorrect.
Oh,
I think firecrackers in general are just not legal.
Oh, I gotta go empty my pockets.
Silly string. Silly string.
Really?
That's
Okay,
what they
I can see
banned.
that. Yeah.
Okay.
I've learned something.
Weren't we told not to sell? I mean, we're not California, but weren't we told not to sell eggs to minors after like 10 p.m.?
I've heard that that's a thing. Yeah.
Yeah, no, at the gas station, like if anybody wanted to buy eggs, it was after like 4 p.m. Like after
Yeah.
school let out, we wouldn't sell eggs to minors.
Right.
Smart.
Hey man, here's $5. Can you go buy me a dozen eggs?
Apparently, Jeremy, you go to baby work for work.
Baby work.
Yep, which is where Marty Jr. also works.
Oh, funny. I work with him. I knew he looked familiar.
All right, so this is question 5. This is it for the first chunk of the trivia. What popular fall activity did the Romans bring to Britain when they invaded? Popular fall activity. I believe silly string is indeed flammable. Let me check that while these guys are writing down their answers.
There's no fall. What's a fall activity? I thought you turned the duration down.
I did. That's way shorter.
If you or your loved ones suffer from mesothelioma,
I mean, if it's lung cancer that gets me and it's this that caused it, I'm not even upset.
Marty said flashlight. Those Romans and their flashlights.
All right. I have
let's-
one real answer and one silly answer.
So let's start with Darrell and his silly answer.
Bonfires?
Bonfires is incorrect.
Okay.
what was your funny answer?
Burning witches.
Oh, that's a popular activity.
Both of those incorrect. Matt.
Bobbing for apples.
Bobbing for apples is correct.
No friggin' way.
Jeremy and Kara, I'm just going to say incorrect.
I did pumpkin carving.
I did baking.
Bobbing for apples. Did you know that one, or was that a?
I did hear that somewhere. It was like Romans bobbing for apples. Okay, and then I thought,
So
like,
that's
you
a
know,
thing
they
to do for
shoot
fun.
they shoot the arrow on the top of the head. I was like, well, maybe. I don't know.
All right.
Romans and apples.
In
Funny.
case people were curious, if silly string TM is non-flammable, but other variants such as crazy string are flammable.
Interesting. Okay.
like fun string. Like, yeah, if I had the choice between flammable or non-flammable, flammable all day.
Oh, Kara, you drive monster trucks for work, apparently.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Me next.
Yeah, what does Darrell do for work?
I love that I drive monster trucks. I totally drive a monster truck.
I would need uppies to get in there.
I'll get you a little ladder.
Thanks.
Yeah.
A monster ladder. They did the monster ladder.
I climbed on top.
Funny.
All right.
Monster
So,
mash.
unfortunately, I lost a whole bunch of stuff. We were going to do Halloween bingo. Oh. But that kind of got messed up. So maybe we'll do it next week.
Yeah.
We'll keep the Halloween set up. Yeah.
Yes, keep it up all year. Yes, all year.
I have to decorate for Christmas. I love Christmas. Oh, we do have the wheel
We
spin.
do have a wheel spin for Swanky we need to do.
Wait,
And,
Swanky. I thought it was for SMR.
Sorry for SMR.
Okay. Is Swanky even here? Not to call him out.
He might be alert.
Swanky, are you here? We missed you. Oh, he's not. Well, if you listen to this later. Baby, come back. Just kidding. Ooh, GBT art.
GBT art.
All right, go ahead and give me something you want art made of.
And next thing he comments no matter what.
He says the king wins.
But did he comment that after the GPT art thing?
Oh, I think that's worth making art of, though.
Okay, the king wins.
Absolutely, it is. I want to see that.
Oh, Darrell,
illustration.
you're a car manufacturer.
Oh,
Yes. Does he manufacture the monster trucks that I drive?
That's a good question.
my friend saw one of the ugly trucks roaming around. The Tesla truck thing.
Oh,
whatever.
Cybertruck.
Yeah.
Those things are
We
horrendous.
have another wheel spin actually for Marty Jr. Sr.
Martin.
Did Jeremy get a Lego walk for the first time in 4 months?
Seriously.
I always end up getting Lego walks.
One word Star Wars. Ooh, this will be fun with
will be
five
really
of
fun.
us.
So, do you guys understand how the one word story game works?
Yeah.
It's
So-
Oh, should we make it Halloween themed?
Sure. Well, I mean, we'll have
Star Wars
we'll see.
Halloween?
Or just Halloween.
Yeah, so we'll start with Darrell, and then we'll work across Darrell, Jeremy, Kara, Matt, and then I'll go. And we'll all go around a couple of times. We'll tell a story one word at a time about something spooky happening. In
Do
this
I
world
have
of
to like
Star Wars.
start the story? Or can I just hit like right in, like so, like once upon a time, or we just
Just one word.
Just one word, whatever word you want. It could be any word you want.
Grievous?
Went.
2.
Hell.
Where?
I get to
Yeah,
go.
Yeah, Chris goes.
Oh,
But I'm fine. I'm going to say where.
okay. He.
Met.
Obi.
Satan.
A proud sponsor of the podcast.
He
Fought.
Valiantly.
Until.
Death.
and
Satan.
Cut.
His.
Careful.
Head.
lice.
Off.
Should we go around again?
Gosh.
Yeah. Well, let's do one more. Let's start with Matt on this one though.
Okay. Darth.
Plagueis.
Oh, yes.
Dressed.
In.
Frilly.
Clownish.
Bustiers.
While.
Using.
A lot.
Of.
Lube.
Oh.
For.
Electrifying.
His.
Careful.
Unmentionables.
Oh, Darth Plagueis. What a home life you have.
Well, now we know where Palpatine learned the self-lightning from.
You need for those of you who don't know what the species Darth Plagueis is, you need to look up a Mune. Star Wars Mune. They are
Something else.
not pretty.
Is that what we've seen in Acolyte?
So SMR has not said anything
you see his
yet.
face. Like, you see his face, kind of half his face coming out of the shadows. But look up a Mune.
Wait, Tink is here.
Tink Live?
Hello.
Hi,
Yeah.
Tink.
Hey, how's it going?
What are they're like heads in a jar with big spider legs and they like gather information, or they're like, I swear there's a Star Wars thing that's like that. They
Like heads in a jar with spider
well, it's
legs?
like its brain. I think it was used as almost like a punishment. Like they'd keep them alive in these like brain jars, and
Plagueis did.
walked-
Plagueis did
they
that.
had like walking feet or what.
I don't know.
I swore that was a thing.
Baru. Well, she dies anyways, like right off the bat.
Is Baru the? Oh yeah, 'cause
Aunt
Uncle
Baru.
Owen.
But if she died, like when we first, I guess the first time technically we would see her would be when Luke is handed off to
Well, this is a
Owen
big
and
one
Baru.
though, because she dies early, right? Or,
By the first time you would have seen her in the canon timeline, she is assumed to have been dead.
We don't know how long dead, right?
Yeah, it could be 2 minutes, could be 20,000 years.
Ostensibly, Owen might not even have a reason to be on Tatooine anymore.
Yeah.
He might not even be a moisture farmer because his
Where
wife
do you think
is
Luke
gone.
would be? Well, I
That's
mean,
what I'm saying.
well,
They
I
wouldn't
mean,
be there
Hey,
to
when he's
take
at the
him.
club,
Where
he's
would
farming
Owen
moisture,
be?
I'll tell you what.
why don't you think Owen would live left Tatooine?
I don't know. If you died,
Here's
I'd
the
leave
thing.
cloquet.
I would give you money if it was Baru's idea to stay on Tatooine. No one would be like, I love this dry, arid desert planet. It's fantastic.
the stand.
I'd be
That's how
like,
she talks.
bring me to Naboo. Bring me to Alderaan. Like, I don't want to be on Tatooine.
Now, boo-hoo. That's what Owen would say to her, and it's like, go farm that dust.
I'm just saying.
I don't know. I think Luke might not have a place to grow up. Like Luke might not
Do
ever grow
you
up
think?
on Tatooine.
Well, if we don't know where Owen would be otherwise, do you think that Owen would be able to self-sufficiently raise Luke
No.
by himself?
No, they would have
He's too
found
much of
somebody
a
else.
hothead.
What? I don't know. I think Owen could do it.
I don't think so.
He's a hothead.
Do you think Obi-Wan would just scoop him?
Probably had to.
Maybe. Yeah, I think it would have been a last resort.
That's a sick
but-
picture. That's the king winning.
Ooh,
Oh, wow.
look at that.
Devilish.
And then
love
look at
it.
there's like a Sith in the background. Like,
I mean, if,
Wow.
and I'm just saying, if Matt does win this, I don't mind being Devil Darth Vader in the back. Grim Reaper Vader. How sick
Who
would
gets
a
to be
Grim...
the Satan bat thing?
That's pretty cool.
So, Jeremy,
That
we now
cat.
need to make that mask. Like, you need to etch it out in Fusion and
Oh, that'd
3D
be
print
sick.
it.
I want a sickle or a scythe lightsaber now.
That'd be pretty
scythe.
cool.
That'd be
Lightsaber?
sick.
Lightsaber?
Yeah. One of my coworkers to our Halloween party last night went as the Glam Reaper. Her mask was like completely
bedazzled. It was
bedazzled,
pretty
and she
fun.
had like bedazzled gloves and stuff. And then her sickle had like jewels on it and stuff like that. It was fantastic.
I've seen that a lot lately. Like there was a
Glampires?
glam like Jason, and there was a glam Freddy that had all bedazzled all over Freddy's
They need a glam
fingernails. And there should be like
Glampires
of
are
any
always,
of them.
Oh,
Chucky's
yeah.
the one.
Chris, I messed up today.
Go on.
I was so focused on getting the podcast set switched over, guys.
As you should be.
You could have went trick-or-treating, and I had all my Japanese candy. I have a bag, like the size of that bag over there, full. I probably spent $200 on candy to bring back. And we haven't even made a dent in it yet.
My buddy Mark sent me some
It's
from
because of
Vegas.
me. If Jeremy had his way, he would just pump chip full of candy throughout the day. And I'm like, no.
Gotta make up for lost time.
The kid is not going to get cavities. The kid is not. I'm a friggin' hygienist. He's not going to
Matt,
get
I will
cavities.
track you down and bring you some Japanese
Well, I
candy.
think that your
Please
kids,
do,
it's
yes.
inevitable because you're like the pastor's kid is always going to rebel. So your kid's going to have like 2 teeth by the time he's in high school.
So I have candy cigarettes with a mouse on there smoking them.
Oh.
Like mouse smoking candy cigarettes. I've got excavating chocolate. So there's like dinosaur bones, and you have to break away the dark chocolate.
Don't you have Mario one of those too?
I have Mario, Pokemon, and dinosaurs, and you like excavate the white chocolate bones out of the
Think
like,
of Squid Game,
milk
like
chocolate.
the
yeah,
honeycomb
like cutting
thing,
away
yeah.
at the cookie. What other really cool candies? I mean, you name it. So they have these things called Choco Babies, They taste like a Hershey's milk chocolate bar, but they're literally like
They're like really teeny tiny Tootsie Rolls.
they're like a Tootsie Roll. They're Tootsie Roll size. No, Tic Tac sized.
Yeah.
But they're soft and they taste just like a milk chocolate Hershey's bar.
Ooh, that sounds
Oh,
fun.
they're so good. And then chocolate covered bananas banana shelled chocolate.
Yeah.
Those are one of the.
And he brought home Okinawa specific high chews.
Yeah, they have pineapple, and then there's a fruit over there that's like a mix between a lemon and a lime called the shikasha. Shikuisha.
Shikuasa.
Shikuasa.
Don't we just call that Sprite in the U.S.?
Yes. So Sprite flavored
America.
Sprite flavored high chews. They're delicious.
Ooh, that
Yeah.
does sound yum.
Oh, they're really good.
And there's one other flavor that's anyway. Yeah.
Pineapple, mango, and
Shikuasa.
shikuasa.
Stone Monkey Razor said Owen and Obi-Wan awkwardly co-parenting Luke would be a fun what if Star Wars.
That would be fantastic. Because
Just
Owen
kinda like
hates Obi-Wan for whatever
earning
reason.
it. Did they ever go really into it, or just because he's a hater?
Owen's just a crabby guy.
Yeah,
Doesn't want to raise his poor nephew.
Well, he saw what happened to his dad, and he didn't want him to like go down the wrong path and ruin the galaxy.
Yeah, but if you push too hard one
Why
way,
do
they're going to go the other way.
Yeah, that's why
Pumpkin.
Chip's only gonna have 2 teeth. They're like, oh, they call you Chip because you've only got a chip of a tooth left.
got him. Love it.
No.
They had a gotcha machine for everything.
Of
though.
course.
They had Ghostbusters gotcha machines, Back to the Future gotcha machines.
Oh.
I mean, I think I
Digimon
saw some
gotcha
everywhere. Digimon. All Hallows Eve might have been over there. Just saying.
Jeremy busted it open and snuck a few All Hell's Eve things in there.
Love it. Do it.
Mayhem says peanut butter cups are the best. Prove me wrong. I don't think anybody wants to prove you wrong.
What about peanut butter?
All right. So I will always say peanut butter cups are the top. But last year they had those. They were. I think they're like Butterfinger, like toffee. They were square. You know what I'm talking about? These things were amazing. If someone in chat would look them up, I don't remember the exact name, but whatever it was like the consistency, the flavor had to be. It almost edges it out for me. Almost.
Wow. That's
So
huge.
I saw a Reddit post. Somebody got Reese's peanut butter cups with no peanut butter on the inside.
Oh, what? So
They
just
were
I would've-
solid chocolate.
I
I
would
would
have
sue.
written, yeah, I'd been like, nah, dog.
And I'm not the suing type, but I would absolutely.
that's no good.
I think it was a butter. No.
Just go after them for like distress.
I don't think this is what you're talking about, is it, Darrell? It's like you've got the
Butterfinger.
It was like a
Oh.
single.
There's a Snickers peanut butter. Is that what it is?
I wasn't. I wanted
That
to say
is
it was
really
like a,
good. They're in the. It's in the shape of a square.
Yep, it's a square. It's about this big.
Okay.
But I remember yellow packaging. I thought it was a.
Yeah, because it's not the standard Snicker color. It's like a yellow Snickers.
But I thought it was like a toffee.
I was today years
But
old
that
when I
could
learned.
be-
Maybe it's
Yeah.
like a spinoff of the thing I'm talking about. Like maybe it's in the same family or something.
I wonder, 'cause-
I always seek out the little peanut butter.
Oh, is that
Snickers.
it? Right there.
That's not it. But I think you might be right because that's the kind of yellow.
Usually, yeah, the
It's like
peanut
a-
butter kind usually comes in a square for some
Yeah,
reason.
like
and
s-
I don't
like-
know why.
Yeah,
they
it's,
do that.
it's a bunch of little squares.
Yeah, it's a whole bunch in there. Yeah.
Oh, then I think that's it.
There's the
I think it's
individually
like
wrapped
caramel
ones you
peanut
can get in a
butter.
big bag, and it's amazing. I don't know why they haven't caught on it like they should.
No, they rose almost to they're like 0.0 away from being beating out buttercups for me now. But the pumpkins and the peanut butter.
Oh yeah, there's a square shape.
Yes, the top one of that. Okay, so yeah, and it was amazing.
Who said Snickers ice cream though? That is really good.
Oh,
That's
is
really good.
That hits differently.
You know what I will say is actually better than Reese's peanut butter cups.
Careful.
Reese's peanut butter cups inside out.
Never had those.
They used to, I think, as far as I remember, they only released them for 1 year in like 2002 or 2003, and it was reverse. The outside was
Interesting.
peanut butter. And there was so much peanut butter that I was like, this is the greatest thing I've ever had. And then, of course, they never made them again.
Never
Of course,
do.
why would they?
What's your favorite?
Inside out!
Oh, there you go. Nice.
I wonder if they, yeah. You see the peanut butter's on the outside, and just that little sliver on the inside is the chocolate.
I feel I'd enjoy that thoroughly because peanut butter is Yes.
If they brought those back, hey, we could start the movement. Let's
yeah.
bring that
Hey.
back.
Yeah. Start with Rise of the
First two
Podcast.
signatures.
A sequel documentary for you to work on, man.
Yeah, bringing back the Inside Out. Inside story of Inside Out.
Oh, okay.
Well, we're gonna workshop this. We'll talk.
That would have been a funny meta humor if in the movie Inside Out they were eating the Inside Out.
Oh, I would
yeah,
love
right?
that. I would love that.
Now we know why Joy's so
There's got to
happy.
be a lot of Inside Out candies.
Okay,
Any
just
rate.
not related to podcast. Should I have my parents bring Chip a little later?
No.
I mean,
Okay. Okay. All right.
Maz?
Maz Kanata. Okay. Ray would
That's
never
a-
have gotten Luke's lightsaber.
Well, that's a story for another time.
What do you think? Like,
That's the thing she says. That's why.
yeah.
Did you ever read the other obit?
Oh, I
No.
never did. I do have it written, though.
Okay, good.
This is for Baru. With heartfelt remembrance, we announce the passing of Baru Lars, beloved caretaker and maternal figure to young Luke Skywalker on the remote desert world of Tatooine. Known for her warmth, quiet resilience, and dedication to family, Baru provided a loving home amidst the harsh sands, raising Luke with strength and compassion. In a tragic twist, Baru met her end during a routine moisture farming mishap involving a runaway evaporator. While attempting to fix the temperamental unit, an unfortunate malfunction led to an explosion that left her legacy in the sands she called home. No matter what, she gets incinerated, apparently.
Poor Baru.
She'll be
Final
remembered,
Destination Star Wars.
she'll be remembered as
It
a
was
quiet
fate.
hero, nurturing spirit in the heart of the Lars homestead. May her spirit find peace under Tatooine's twin sons.
Poor Baru.
I mean, is it any worse than what actually happened to her?
Probably not.
No.
Yeah, the Pokemon don't work right now. I don't have Steam or anything like that set up yet.
They finally caught all the Pokemans? Well, that's the end of that then.
Yeah,
We're done. Got them all.
they
Professor.
finally caught them all.
Ash's story did end after
Yeah.
20, how many ever years?
Yeah, he
25
became
years?
champion of
25.
Galar.
Yeah, he finally won a championship. Now the Horizons is on. I haven't watched a lot of it, but I have kept up with like the Serbinet has like summaries and like pictures.
Iceman, welcome to the stream.
Interesting.
Hey, Mike.
Hi, Mike.
When are you going to come down and play some Commander, Mike?
Hey, I have a bunch of cool Japanese. Do you play Go still or no?
Yeah.
I have a bunch of Japanese exclusives.
Oh, sweet. Okay, we'll be talking.
Distance trades. Distance trades.
12,000 kilometers is what it ended up being, Chris.
Dang.
after. Wild.
So normal Japan, you can't catch. I mean, I know a lot of people got Corsola because the Japanese Go or the Go Fest in 2021 or something. But
Yeah.
you normally Japan's normally too high, but Okinawa is not. So because it has to be within so many degrees of the equator for Corsolas, and
Oh,
so
okay.
I got a lot.
Okay. I mean, I would love one.
Volbeat or Illumines, you can't get. I know you probably need one of those. Pan Sage,
It's a different pan sage than what you got around here.
the green one.
Yeah, I think. Well, because they were doing all three of them for a little.
Were
while.
they?
Were they?
Yep.
But these ones are from further away.
That's fair. I mean, I'll swap a pan sage.
Yeah, no, I got stuff for you. We'll talk.
Oh, cool.
Poor Matt, he's over there. No Star Wars joy. No Pokemon joy.
Let's talk about Halloween. Let's get
Let's keep
gruesome.
talking about Halloween.
All right, well, it's
Pause.
an obituary for...
Maz, okay.
Oh,
It is with a blend of wonder and wistfulness that we announce the passing of Maz Kanata, the wise, ancient pirate queen and lover of mysteries across the galaxy.
oinks.
Known for her boundless knowledge, quirky sense of humor, and unparalleled wisdom, Maz offered guidance to those who sought it and sanctuary to travelers in need. Her iconic castle is a hub for rogues, heroes, and wanderers alike. In a truly unexpected twist, she met her end while participating in an intergalactic arm wrestling contest with a particularly competitive Wookiee.
That's amazing.
Refusing to back down, Maz was sent flying across her own bar in an epic match, ending
Oh
her
my
centuries-long
gosh.
journey in a blaze of adventure.
Blaze glory.
Whoa, what? Hold on, what just happened here?
We
Somebody
just hit
followed
our.
it, and
Yeah, we got
follower
a.
goal.
Nice, thank you for the follow.
Yeah, and we hit our 540 mark.
I have. Chris can give out points appropriately, but Matt and Darrell, I have a question for you, and I think it relates to Maz Kanata's death.
Oh.
So she was a collector of artifacts and the mysterious. Across all Halloween lore, can you each name your favorite or just something that will really blow my mind, Halloween or spooky artifact?
Oh, dang,
What
that's a good
comes to-
question.
What comes to mind when you
Oh.
think spooky artifacts? We're talking like, isn't there the Necronomicon would be like the one that I would know, you know?
Okay.
You have, isn't there like a monkey's paw and a story with like
Yeah.
There is, yeah.
I'm trying to think though, because like if there's like a Halloween specific, I would say Jack's lantern.
That is the thing I was gonna say.
way!
Yes.
Twinsies!
Yes, with the little turnip and the
Yeah.
little coal. Yeah, you
Yep,
go
the
ahead.
coal from hell. Jack was. I mean, there's a couple different iterations of it, but you know, Jack was always a pain in the butt around town. And was it drinking's the one I think I've heard where he Satan came to like take his soul, and Stingy Jack was so stingy, so he tricked him by saying like, oh, if you turn, like, just pay for my last drink, and Satan's like, fine, whatever. And he turns into a coin, he pays the drink, and he puts him in his pocket with a crucifix, so he can't unturn back into like the devil, because he's like, okay, cool, I paid with Satan, put him in my pocket instead, walked off, and was like, now I'm not gonna die. And I think he like did something like with a tree or whatever.
Yeah, he trapped him up on the tree.
Right.
He's like, if you go up on the tree and grab this thing for me, like, you can then take me to hell.
Yes.
But
yes.
then he's like, I
He-
tricked you a second time, Satan. And he trapped him up there.
Yep.
And then the story continues.
Yeah, so he once I don't remember how he actually finally dies, but Satan's like, no, heaven will not have him. St. Peter's like, nope, you can't come. Goes to hell, and Satan's like, no, you've done this twice to me. I don't like it. So you get to instead take a piece of coal from hell, put it in this turnip, and wander around for all of eternity with just this ember of hell to keep you warm and light your way. Is roughly what I remember. Did I skip any?
That is exactly the story. Yep,
Okay.
that's how I've always heard it. Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, so
Crazy.
So we have a hype train going, which is holy
way.
smokes. Mike, 5 community subs. Thank
Thanks,
you.
Mike.
And Gump X69 was the follow that got us to 540.
Well, thank you, Gump.
Thank you, Gump. Oh, right, dialed in already. Oh, man, is he dialed in?
Jeremy deflected one straight back into my chest.
No reaction, Matt's just bulletproof.
yeah.
He's ready over there.
I loved this
Bring it.
until I took the shot.
You used to be an adventurer.
Yeah.
Till you took a nerf ball to the knee.
Yeah.
Oh, Boo got hit.
God, I wish it was the knee.
Boo got hit.
Can you knock over the red die? I bet you can't.
Yeah, David, roll the dice.
That is so.
Poor Boo.
He
What
got
did he do
knocked
to
over.
you?
Great.
And that was
Chris, can you do a quick Google search for the top 10 Halloween artifacts? I just want to know some more. That was really cool.
Yeah, interesting that we both went to the same one, but like that's to me like of artifacts, that would be it.
That's the ultimate, because the jack-o'-lantern, like, that is the symbol of Halloween, and that is where it comes from, and so, like, that's always been my favorite one.
I would, if
That's really cool.
top of my head, I would say a ghost sheet,
Like a
like
ghost
a burial shroud of a ghost.
Okay.
Could be potentially one. Sam's sucker, his big lollipop, also came to mind as like culturally right. That right there, or back when I was so excited because like those little LTD catalogs that have all the candies and stuff. I was having a Halloween party and I found the orange and black suckers that they have in Nightmare Before Christmas. Like Santa Claus has one stuck in his beard and Jack like pulls it off and like he flicks it, I guess. But I found those as a kid and I love those. So like that is like one of the top like generic Halloween candies to me. Perhaps a pumpkin pale, something like that. But yeah, I think artifact wise, yeah, Jack's lantern would probably be
Cool.
That's big. I'd also like to throw in a witch's broom, and the witch's familiar. You know, the black kitty.
yeah.
Black kitty's kind of a huge deal. Yeah, you need the black kitty as a protector.
I told Jeremy if you ever get another cat, it'd be a full black cat or a tuxedo.
I was watching an interesting like snippet of like the colors they introduced in Halloween. Like it used to be black, orange, I think a little bit of red, and then they started introducing green and purple because green and the pumpkin, and then purple just kind of fit, you know, with orange, looked good and everything. And What are your thoughts on like the? I think they did a lot of it last year, where it was like teal. It was like vaporwave colors, where it was purple, teal, and blue, or teal and pink.
Nah.
Yeah.
I'm traditional all the way. Like, I like that they're trying to introduce new things. Orange and black, don't mess with the classics as far as I'm concerned.
Yep.
Like, I get like blue for like autism kids, like when they have the blue pails, like that's cool to me, and I fully embrace that. Those other colors, like Easter.
Yeah.
That's Easter.
Because they were very
pastel-y.
Yeah.
And I didn't.
Keep that for the bunnies.
Yeah, and I love that.
Leo wants Kara to read from the dirty book.
Did you do 101 bits?
Yeah.
What's that new murder book that was over here?
I don't know.
I wish it was the
I thought Darrell was reading
All right.
tonight.
Is Darrell
Oh,
reading?
I could. Is the cowboy one over there?
You want the cowboy
if
book?
We could have the cowboy one,
yep.
please. I already did an It's All Gone 19 reference from the Dark Tower series, so if I can.
Holding Out for a Cowboy, read to you by Darrell Davey.
Ooh, this ought to be interesting.
Should have been a cowboy.
Oh my goodness! Thank you for the subs.
Who did that?
Marty Jr. Senior.
Oh, Marty.
my gosh.
Thank you so much.
Oh, wait, I'm reading!
Right in the thigh.
As
the
he rolled her
elbows.
eyes, I was excited to see there, slow and full with enunciation. It was loud enough for you? Was it loud enough for you? He crossed his arms and beamed. Perfect, he said. Loud, clear, and permanently recorded in my brain.
That was the most applicable.
Through that.
You wanted me to keep going? He scratched the back of his neck. You know, you took off from Eli's so quickly this morning that I didn't have a chance to ask you. And now that you're here and obviously not working tonight, what would you think about me taking you out to a proper date? Tonight, here in Meadow Valley, he swallowed. Gulp. Gorsh. Only now realizing as the words stammered their way out of his mouth that he was nervous.
So, the humor in that is hilarious because we're just talking about locations and it's in Meadow Valley.
Yeah, right.
It's like a Hallmark movie, you know.
We do Hallmark
Elm Tree
windows.
Street, you know.
Elm Tree Street. That's a little close. Nightmare on Elm Tree Street.
Yeah.
The
Christmas
bad
on Elm
dreams on
Street.
Elm Tree Street.
You know, you got to go down Car Garage Lane, you know.
I'm glad you're not in charge of naming things, Jeremy.
Amen.
Hey, we played Hue together. You know what I would call my colors? Midnight.
That's true. Okay, I do have a special thing that we should showcase before too long here.
Okay.
Actually, I'm going to go with this. Oh, dang it. How do I get rid of you guys?
I mean, I'll just leave, but there's nicer ways to say that.
Don't never leave.
Yeah, thank you. Well, we just lost a bunch of subs.
Oh, what's this?
Oh, whoops, sorry, it's turned down. I muted it. Oh my god.
You goofball.
Good evening, creepy kids. 'Tis I, the King of Halloween. Tonight, I present to you a handful of scary stories that have been meticulously collected from folklore and infamous urban legends. Now, I present to you Bloody Fingies.
Get yourself a Band-Aid.
The Slithery D.
It slurped all of the people, but it didn't slurp me.
Did you hear?
Oh my gosh.
Trying to get into the car.
This scary story gave me nightmares.
Now your nightmares have come true.
On a serious note, scary stories have been told for thousands of years, although you've never seen them told like this. Wow, how poetic.
That's amazing.
That is incredible.
That is fantastic.
There it is.
That
There
is
it
fantastic.
All right, so tell us a little bit about this project there, Matt.
Wow. Okay. So I'll have to go back to the beginning. So this whole thing like really started developing this summer it was announced. So this never was even a thing until, I'd say, when was it announced? I think in June or the end of May. This came out of the Twin Ports Horror Society, which is Corey Jezierski and like all those amazing people. He thought, like, let's just get everyone together from the Twin Ports Horror Society and make our own horror movie for the first time ever. And so he put out a call to action of like, guys, submit some sort of a new scary short, and we're gonna show them all up on the big screen.
Nice.
And we're gonna make it a big anthology type movie. And so he took submissions, and the deadline was like September 1st. And so we had a narrow window of time to like, well, what are we going to submit? And I didn't know if we could or not. So I got together with my team at the Twin Ports Ghostbusters and said, do you think we can do this? And we all resoundingly said, yes, let's do something. So I had a few ideas in the back of my pocket, and what came to mind? Well, scary stories. Like, it made sense to me to try to attempt our own little anthology, so that if we couldn't handle it, then we only do one or two of the stories that we had picked or what have you, with the amount of time that we have. But we were able to do the stories we chose. And it was important to us to select certain very important stories from pop culture and from urban legends, including The Hook. That was the jumping off point. So we took those, and I scripted them in a way as such that we make you think that it's the familiar story you know. Maybe you've read it in the book, maybe you haven't, maybe you think you know how it ends, but we take it and we pull the rug out from under you in every story. You think you know where it's going, and we hit you with some funny creative twist, and it just descends into madness every single one of these stories. And it's presented in black and white as such, and it gives it that real creepy feel. And there you have it. It's the King of Halloween Scary Stories, Chapter 1.
That's amazing.
Super excited.
That's awesome.
That is so cool.
Phil Lennox wants to know, is this only on pay-per-view? How can people view these?
This will be a public screening in November here. And anybody can come and watch these, and it's not just, I don't want to plug just my little film, it's everybody else in the Twin Ports Horror Society submitted something that's amazing. I don't know what the runtime's going to be yet. There were a handful of submissions. And they filmed the wraparound portions and everything. We don't yet know the exact date that it's going to happen, but it'll be at the Zinema in November here. Between now and the next holiday that's coming up, we can guarantee you that. So we have a good 3-week window of time.
Okay.
And more details on that, hopefully by Halloween night is the plan. We'll know for sure when people can come out, and then we'll make all the stuff public, the posters and all the, the trailers and all that good stuff will go out there.
Cool.
Sick.
Excellent.
Will it ever be posted online for people not in the area?
Eventually.
Okay.
I've been talking to Keith a little bit about streaming and things like that, and we'll see what can happen. And we wanted to make this, original. It kind of leans a little bit into something you might be familiar with, but we made it as original as we can, so that we can, get it out there in, that wide way. So.
Yeah. Cool.
Love it.
That's fantastic.
What's everybody's favorite scary story here? I gotta ask.
Well, Carrie, you mentioned The Hook.
The Hook
is the
always
most
terrified
iconic
me.
one for sure.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, I didn't do scary stories growing up, but a friend told me that one when I was younger, and I was like, oh my gosh.
The literal
Nightmares.
source, the literal source material book. I how many versions? Like, there's like 3 of them, maybe. Like, eventually, but like the original first one, the copy of it is at our cabin in Michigan. And like growing up, like, as like kids, we would like read the stories to each other and be like, ah! It's like, oh, is the hook outside? Ah! Or whatever. Like, so it's like, it's like such like a deeply ingrained in like in the art style that accompanied like all.
Oh, those scary illustrations! I do want to note, it was my mission to recreate those scary illustrations in live action up on the big screen. And the stories we chose, I think we were successful in doing that.
I agree.
If that alone gets you to the theater, I hope so. So come out and see that, please.
Absolutely.
Sick.
Mine, I actually pinned my favorite one. Do you think they're ever going to make a Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark 2? Or is it too late past?
It's been in development hell since 2020.
Okay.
The pandemic slowed everything on that, and it's every time an update comes out, it doesn't sound good. But I know they have a script, and they're going to enter production before everything happened. So there's something out there. I mean, it's going to take the right people to pull the right strings before we can see it. But if it doesn't, you got us.
That's fair.
So
I love it. My favorite one that sticks out to me is I can't remember the title of it, but there is a woman driving home, and the truck behind her
High beams.
Yeah, high beams. Yeah, okay, that tracks. Yeah. High beams keeps flashing his lights, and she's freaking out because this guy's following her, and then she finally gets home when she's about to attack him and get ready to defend her life, and he's like, "Get out of your car, quick! There's someone in the back seat." And every time he poked up, I'd hit the high beam, so he ducked back down, and that has sat with me. Anytime I'm driving and I think I see something in my rearview mirror at night, and I turn the lights on, that one's stuck.
That's where you just need the passenger seat sword. To just swing it.
I've done where I think I see somebody in the back seat and I'll brake check it. Just because I'm like, if they're back there, I'm going to hear a pop and expletives. But I've absolutely brake checked because I've gotten so paranoid because of that.
Wow.
The most, I don't want to say this is the one that stands out most to me, but the one that I feel is the most, I could see it happening in real life is the girl who stood on a grave.
Yes.
Oh my God!
Yes.
You're naming ones that. I don't want to tease too far ahead. 100%. The girl who stood on a grave.
Yep.
High beams. Those two are on the list for what's to come.
Nice.
I don't want to get you too excited, but I'm not gonna be satisfied until those two get adapted by us.
That's my second one, is the girl who stood on a grave.
Wow.
Because it's so probable. And then, the poem, never laugh when the hearse goes by, for you may be the next to die.
That's the main theme of this film. Yes. And that's a public domain song. So we actually, one of our friends who lives out there, John Persons, wrote his own rendition of the hearse song for us, and we use it as the main theme. And I think it'll be the theme of the series as well.
Cool.
Chris, can you or Darrell, somebody tell me that one? The synopsis of it.
Of which one?
The girl who stood on a grave.
Go for it.
I'm going to see if I can find the actual full thing. It's not very long.
Yeah, we should be reading, instead of reading sultry stories, we should have been reading...
Ooh, we pass around scary stories. Yeah.
And if you can't find it, I can summate it.
Some boys and girls were at a party one night. Hold on, where's our spooky music at?
Poopy.
There we go.
The hearse song?
Yeah.
Hit it with the fog again.
Some boys and girls were at a party one night. There was a graveyard down the street, and they were talking about how scary it was. "Don't ever stand on a grave after dark," one of the boys said. "The person inside will grab you. He'll pull you under." "That's not true," one of the girls said. "It's just a superstition." "I'll give you $1 if you stand on a grave," said the boy. "A grave doesn't scare me," said the girl. "I'll do it right now." The boy handed her his knife. "Stick this knife in one of the graves," he said. "Then we'll know you were there." The graveyard was filled with shadows and was quiet as death. "There's nothing to be scared of," the girl told herself, but she was scared anyway. She picked out a grave and stood on it, then quickly bent over and plunged the knife into the soil. As she started to leave, she couldn't get away. Something was holding her back. She tried a second time to leave, but she couldn't move. She was filled with terror. "Something's got me!" she screamed and fell to the ground. But she didn't come back. The others went to look for her. She found her body sprawled across the grave. Without realizing it, she had plunged the knife through her skirt and had pinned it to the ground. It was only the knife that had held her. She had died of fright.
Dang.
Well read, Brownie. Well read.
Thank you.
So that was an original. That was in the Scary Stories book.
Yep.
Get out of here.
That was always one of my favorites. That illustration. There it is.
Yes.
That illustration will always stick with me. It looks a little bit like Brooks Arn, honestly. We've been having conversations about that one.
Let's Kara before she blow dries her hair.
People
my
can
gosh.
lick too is another one.
Which one?
People can lick too.
Oh, that's a freaky urban legend. Yeah, yeah. I've definitely heard that one.
I'm trying to think. There's one.
The art is phenomenal. I've looked up some of his other stuff, and that's what makes it. They re-released, what is it, 2-3 years ago? They re-released them with new art, and like the stories are all the same. It's not.
But the art is like now it's safe, and that's why we don't like it.
Yeah, I mean, we don't need to water things down. I talk about. So I'm currently reading Something Strange with My Brain, which is R.L. Stein's How to Write Horror for Young Adults.
Oh, wow.
And one of the first things is like there's like it's okay for people like kids to like read about violence and have these scary thoughts because like they exist and they are also smart enough to know the difference. And like thinking back in like the 90s and 80s when we were growing up, there was so many things that were I mean, so we had Goosebumps. Are you stories tell in the dark? Are you afraid of the dark? Scary stories tell in the dark. Goosebumps. I mean, even All Real Monsters. The Rugrats looked creepy. We were much more okay with like gross out and ugly and kind of spooky in a
The Garbage Pail Kids.
yeah.
Oh, the Garbage Pail Kids movie.
And I miss that culturally so much because things have become so sanitized. And now I'm like sounding like some old man. But I think there's something good about how did R.L. Stein put it? A mom had reached out to him and said, "I like your stories because they give my kids shivers, not nightmares." And so they're scary enough, but he's like always add a supernatural element to it because that way they can differentiate. Like, okay, this is never actually going to happen. It can be super, super scary, but they know that like, okay, it's a plant monster or it's a blob monster or what have you. And now it's like, he's like, all these kid stories, they say they have to have a moral. They have to learn something, have to grow throughout the book. And he's like, no, they don't. Sometimes kids just encounter a scary thing and have to deal with it. And that's maybe the most of it. There's not a lesson at the end. I was afraid to go in the basement, so I wrote a book about it, and this is what kids think when they walk into a basement. And it's fun for those kids to be scared. Why we love Halloween. We get to play with that a little bit. And I don't know, I miss that culturally as just being out there all the time.
I could agree with you on that, Darrell.
Yeah, kids today are soft.
You heard it here.
Are You Afraid of the Dark had one of the best intros in my opinion. To like
Oh,
horror thing, man.
agreed.
And it would play at like 7 or 7:30. It was like one of the last shows Nick would play. And then, I mean, it was in the fall or, because that's when the new seasons of stuff start. It would just be getting dark out at night. And it was just like, I could watch that show. It was.
I don't know if anything can beat.
Oh, there it is.
I just loved it. The kids laughing.
The clown.
The keyhole. You can't, it just burned into my brain.
You, Midnight Society.
Nailed it. That cinematic masterpiece.
But nothing claps like the keyboard dog from the Goosebumps intro. Bark, 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 bark.
Yes, that'll forever be in my brain. Bark, 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 bark. That dog is in an episode too.
Is it really? Which one?
He's in My Hairiest Adventure. The dog is a character in that. And I think they just reused footage from that episode. And if you look close, like not a lot of people notice this, but if you look close in the intro, it freezes, like because there's a person walking in the background and then just stops.
Oh, because they would have continued on.
Yes, and maybe that's where they stopped rolling camera at the. Oh, here we go.
Everybody in chat, shut up.
My boy R.L. Stein. All right, watch close. Watch the person in the background. and freeze.
Oh yeah, right between the beams.
Yeah.
Nice.
I want to know where this house is. I want to know what this house is, and just walk through that very door.
Yep.
Walk into that Goosebumps world. I visited the house, the Goosebumps house from the movie a couple of years ago. Went to Atlanta and found the actual filming location there.
No way.
Yeah, oh my God, it was amazing. It looks a little different than it did in the movie. They ripped that fence down that R.L. Stein would like poke his head through and like threaten Zach with. Yeah.
Do you have a favorite Goosebump book?
I'd say any of the Night of the Living Dummies are my favorites.
Okay.
Ventriloquist dolls in particular scare me so much.
They're horrifying, aren't they? Like, they have no business moving around, let alone speaking. That's why Chucky's the scariest thing ever.
I hated Chucky as a kid. It took me until probably 2 years ago to actually sit down and watch it as an adult.
No way.
Oh, wow.
Couldn't do it because I'm like, that thing could actually get, like, loved Gremlins, loved all the other things.
I've never seen
I
Chucky.
watched the Howlings
Mike, the
at
guy-
Oh, you must.
7?
Oh, you must.
Nope.
Yeah. I just got the Chucky's Bride on VHS from the theater, or from the library. They were giving out old VHS.
They were just giving out VHSs?
Yeah,
Oh, what an amazing thing.
I know. I go there for my lunch breaks.
You saw the VHS player.
Yeah, I do.
I have a short list. I'm not even remotely joking in my brain of if I need a VHS player, who I call, and you're on the top of it.
The fact that you have that occupying your brain space at all.
But you never know. You don't know.
I'm on someone's short list like that. My buddy Andy said if he ever needs to build a robot, he's going to call me. Because I have all the capabilities of building a robot.
Chris.
Might take 20 years.
Yeah.
Well, Chopper's still apart downstairs.
I used to film stuff, like, I have a bunch of old blank VHS tapes because the goal was to find, like, a running block of something and just get old horror movies on VHS. But I want to try to find a way to get Stranger Things on VHS. Or
That'd be cool.
A couple of, like, the newer ones.
I do need to shout out Bots to Beast. Welcome back.
Hey, Bots.
I know how to do that, actually.
I used to, but now the signaling from my TV, it doesn't, like, I can't record what's on the streaming service to the VHS. So we'll talk pirating later.
I know the thing because we made our toy commercial earlier this year.
Yeah.
And I specifically had to ask Keith and Dressel how to do it, and they pointed me in the right direction. You can record, like, something that's HD right onto a VHS. And that's what we did, and so it looked legit.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so.
When I was first making All Hallows Eve before wanting, like, drawing everything, because I had costumes and puppets made for the main monsters. And I toyed around with the idea. I have footage of me as Mischief walking through the woods and doing, like, stuff to get still frames from VHS. So I was able to get it from VHS to the computer and then take still frames and then use that for digital art, so it'd have that grainy, flat look that they had. We didn't go with it, but there's, if I remember, I'll post something to later to show that art. But yeah, that was going to be the art for All Hallows Eve for a while. But then I'm like, there's lots of monsters. There's a lot of costumes I got to make.
That's a lot of work. There's also filters you can look into.
I mean,
there's filters. That's the easy thing to do. We wanted to go authentic with the thing we did.
Yeah.
Your water bottle literally looks like it's glowing on the screen.
Yeah.
I hope so.
It looks like it came from that cauldron on the screen.
Ooh, it kind of does. Yeah.
Right?
You took a scoop of the cauldron. That's pretty great.
Trying to find a good VHS. There's a
VHS. There's one.
Hey.
Nice.
Except the tracking's all off, so this would be me up on the, like, going up to the screen and just hitting.
Trying to find if there's another. That's kind of an interesting one.
What is that one? Okay, interesting.
It's like a Halloween.
That does remind me like a horror host, like a Svengoolie, which I'm missing with the girls tonight, but that's fine.
Yeah.
Well.
Everybody's like, yeah, give it to me.
You guys are hilarious.
That was a thing. Anybody who grew up with those, and, you know, that would be like when you put it on pause, right? It would say that.
That's always what it would do if, like, if you walked into your classroom on any given day and you saw that wheelie thing sitting there with the TV on top, Oh my God, was that the best day ever?
Oh yeah,
And
you
then-
knew the gym teacher was substituting, and you didn't have to do work all day. He was gonna put in some just. All right, there's Air Bud for the next 5 hours. Have fun.
Oh, what an amazing thing. And it would say play. It would say play like 3 or 4 times on the screen in different sizes. And then finally it would get into it like, glory days.
Glory days. All right.
Chris, is there a bunch? Do you want to just do some chat highlights?
Oh, there's gotta
Yeah,
be.
so I want to say, so Marty said dolls horrify me.
Oh, yeah.
He also says I still hate Chucky. I had to point out the person to Mike again in the thing, so we did that. Bots to Beasts said,
He's been making banger stuff. And
boil, toil and trouble. I see 4 streamers in my telescope Hubble.
Oh, is he going to put a hex on us?
I hope not.
I'll put
Please
a spell
don't.
on you.
Bots, that looks like
And now
TV
you're
quality. I'm trying to find, there's a really good VHS filter around here, and I just can't remember.
Telling Dad. Got it.
Almost getting me.
Oh, okay. I like the,
There's
I like the colors.
So that one's a pretty decent one.
There's 2 mats on there. You can kind of see the shadow of you over your
Ooh,
right shoulder.
standing in my own shadow. That's freaky.
There's like a million different VHS filters. I'm just trying to find like the best
Mercury?
one.
Is these all new because you
Yeah, so there's actually like a bunch of.
Oh.
Underwater?
That's like MTV.
No, that was when I would get a call. My VHS isn't working, and I'm like, what did you do to this thing?
Yeah, that is. It is possessed. Ringu, the Shining Girl's gonna come.
No way.
PlayStation.
Oh, yeah.
Trying to find there's.
While you're going through this, Matt, the new Nosferatu movie that's coming out. I wanted to talk about how incredibly excited I am, but also disappointed in that I wouldn't mind orchestrated. I am so sad it's not going to be a silent film.
Oh, okay.
I thought orchestrated would be fine, but I thought they were going to go back to silent film and have like modern silent film would be so cool.
Have you both actually watched that movie?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Countless times.
Yeah.
How long is it? It can't be full.
It's pretty short,
I was
like
gonna say
by
it's-
today's standards.
Probably
What is
an
it?
hour?
I don't think.
Nosferatu.
I don't think it's even really an hour.
It's
Is it?
the
It's
one-
like roughly.
It's basically Dracula, but it's you.
My only reference to that Nosferatu is SpongeBob.
Nosferatu.
Yeah. Well, you'll see pictures of him on the top of the stairway. It's like super iconic. He has his really
He's
long
got the-
fingers and like the whoo. Yes, exactly that. But I watched a live orchestrated in college, UWRF.
Ooh.
They played it, and then their college orchestra was in the
cool.
bottom playing to it, and yeah, it was.
Why am I in?
Are you in heaven?
Apparently.
I have no idea why that did.
This was a fun one.
The Cinema had a screening of Nosferatu.
Yes.
I didn't get the chance to see it, but
What-
they had. It was Radiohead that
That's-
provided the
yep.
score to it.
Yeah.
I didn't get to go. That would have been cool, but there was like somewhere else, I believe in town, actually had an organ that was going to be doing it. There was an organ in Nosferatu, and they did the same thing with Phantom of the Opera. And I didn't get to do either of those.
That is actually what I have not seen is Phantom of the Opera, which is bad as both a Halloween guy and a theater person.
I saw that at the
Ooh.
Orpheum.
Really? I think I've started it a few times, and then I'm like, let's watch something I like. It's mad at me. I get it. So, but yeah, that's what I need to watch. Maybe that'll be on my list. I've been so busy this year. I haven't really kept up with my movie watching, but I also feel like when I force it, it doesn't feel as genuine. I've been doing a lot more of just like having like Roku, like Ancient Aliens or stuff on in the background as I'm working on projects. But I truly, this season has been which is why I don't have. We were supposed to do All Hallows Eve. Graveyard Smash was supposed to release, and we're 98% done with it. There was just some tweaking and like packaging that I had to do, and there just wasn't really any time to put the last few buttons on it and get a print run before that. So,
Well, time to build the anticipation for next year.
exactly.
Yes.
That
Okay, I just had to point this out. Source iPhone. Date
oh.
7/28/1993.
Well, it's one of those futuristic iPhones, you know, like you see those old black and white pictures, and it looks like someone's holding up a phone and like taking pictures of
All
a
the time
boxing match or
travelers,
something.
yeah.
The time travelers. That's what. Why are you crying?
I don't know. The show's about to wrap up. Is my head on my head? It's like my head, but not my head. Absolutely crazy. Chris, how do we want to give away a roll of Polymaker tonight?
That's a good question. I have no idea.
Is our new person here with the one in the blue right now? What's their name?
Philinux?
No, the one in the blue. Or
That's Mayhem.
the one.
Gorecki? That's Mayhem.
Oh, I was gonna say we could just pick a new person. Bots to Beast. Do you 3D print?
Jeremy's just randomly giving stuff out to people.
That's the fun of it, right?
Oh, sure.
Trying to see if this. Okay. Oh, this is the one.
He says yes, he does.
Have everyone put a number into a random number generator.
Yeah, hold on. I should be able to go. I should be able to see who's all in.
The blue of Jeremy's pants in the.
That's quite blue.
I would wear a
that's
color
90s.
like that.
Would you?
Absolutely.
It's popping.
Would I let you?
You don't have a choice.
Unless I burn them.
What if I'm wearing them?
I'll still burn them.
Wow.
Then you'd be a liar, liar, pants on fire.
Not just go up to you with some scissors and go whoop. You what now, son?
That's not gonna stop me.
How am I? Okay, I gotta stop messing around with
Don't
these.
stop me now.
It's like hard to remember what reality looks like.
Oh yes, move the cauldron closer to me. Yay!
Just soak your feet in the cauldron.
There we go. Done.
You can do a cauldron foot bath right now.
Okay, I should be able to. Oh no, let me guess.
Darrell, as much as it pains me to admit this, I think Matt won the machete again for another year by
He got me by
bobbing
one.
for apples.
Bobbing for apples.
That was the
Impressive.
knowledge fact that made you win that, Matt.
Bobbing
so.
for apples. You never know when it'll save your life.
Man.
We
I
will-
was close, though.
We will engrave that a third
You
time.
played honorably.
Thank
dear
you, sir.
Yes.
Thank you.
Not to have you
You
both
as
on
well.
again
And I
next
mean,
year.
to lose to the king is nothing. You know, like that is an honor.
And you can be scary like Grim Reaper's Sith Lord.
Yeah, I'm gonna have my what do we call it? The Sith scythe.
Scythe
Scythe
saber.
Scythe saber.
Right?
All right, I'm gonna
The
start
scyther?
crafting one.
At least you don't call it the light scythe.
Okay, there's no way.
Who's a first time chatter?
What?
Long time listener, first time chatter.
Who?
Cheese 24.
Who's Cheese 24?
They're new.
Hi, Cheese.
Hello. Welcome in.
Friday,
Say cheese and
16th of
die.
May, 2025, 2:50. Is that when Jeremy's gonna die?
Wait, no? I barely
Gary
lasted-
sounds very confident for some reason that he's not dying that day.
I killed you 10 minutes.
No, I told Jeremy when he was flying, like right before he started flying back from his deployment, I was like, if your plane goes down in the ocean, I will take a boat, find your body, somehow revive you, because I cannot handle solo parenting ship.
Oh, Marty, congratulations.
Oh, Marty.
You won the Polymaker filament again.
I don't know. There's something fishy going on with that family. That's all I'm saying.
How long has it been since he won? If it's been at least a month, we'll give it to him.
I don't know.
9:15 was the last time.
Oh, okay. Well, that's 6 weeks.
That's over. Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
All right, we can let that
Wait,
slide.
no, hold on. Someone put his name in here different. 9:28.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Dun, dun, dun.
Well, now we gotta
26.
take his name off and go again.
Oh,
Sorry,
28
Marty.
days. Well, 28 days is technically a month.
It's February.
The lunar cycle.
He almost hit again.
No, you cannot double enter.
Well, we can't
And that
have...
can't be David. Good Lord.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It sounds very
Divad?
Middle Eastern.
It does.
Oh!
There we go. Are you still here, Mike?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you still here,
Iceman.
Mike?
Talk to me, Goose.
Mike, are you here?
31 is fitting for.
Oh, he
Halloween.
said he has a chat and he
It
says
is.
give to bots. So I'm assuming even if he won it, he's still gonna say give it to bots.
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
All right. Fair enough.
bots to beats. Beasts gets it.
Woo woo.
Beatbox?
If he's here, are
He
you
is.
here?
He just
yeah,
he just
okay.
messaged like a second ago.
Nice. There he is.
That was easy enough.
Sick.
Yes. Did Bots to Beast just make a cheeseburger reference?
What?
I'll gladly pay you Tuesday for
That's a
some filament today.
Wimpy from Popeye.
God, I love that. No one gets that.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, well, out of nowhere, just
Yeah.
that one. I'll gladly pay you for filament today.
Anytime
Wimpy's such
I
a bum,
don't-
though. Like, Wimpy never does pay these people back.
Yeah, how many
I mean,
Tuesdays of
everybody
payment does
kinda
he owe?
Yeah.
So actually, there was a thing about like you could be really successful in your life if you have delayed gratification. And Chip really loves Sour Patch Kids now.
Oh.
So I said, Kara, can you please pick him up a thing of Sour
It
Patch
is
Kids?
against
She's
my will. He likes them.
bad for teeth. And she was like, no. But anyway, so she still got him a bag. So I'm only limited to give him like 3, maybe 4
A minute.
A day.
a day.
He is 3 years old. He does not need to live his life on Sour Patch Kids.
But he now shall.
Here we go.
Once you taste the patch. Oh, what? Oh!
Tripping.
What were they putting into that? Oh, here we go. Here's Bluto.
Freaking Bluto poisoning.
He's always
Wimpy's
got. Yeah.
hamburgers.
Is he roofing Wimpy? Well,
I think so. Wimpy's going down for the count.
What do you want to roofing
Whoa.
Wimpy?
Oh, Wimpy, what happened?
A little meat between the buns? That's
Oh boy.
burger reference.
Oh no.
This is very sinister.
He's just laughing it off.
He's having the time of his life.
This guy's about to blow. Oh,
What?
is he digivolving?
What is happening?
What is his?
Is he just like
plan here?
enlarging?
Yeah.
Oh, Popeye and the Giant.
You know, whatever the motivation is, it's to screw with Popeye.
Yeah.
Obviously,
that's the only
yeah.
thing that this
It's
guy,
true.
or to get olive oil.
yeah.
Those are his two motivations.
Oh my
Whoa.
gosh.
I like how the only thing that's getting bigger with him was the sleeve of his coat.
Everything else grew with him.
Why didn't Bluto just take it himself
Right?
and beat the tar out of Popeye?
Yeah, Bluto's not real bright.
That's fair.
This is true.
And what if it backfired?
Oh, whoa, whoa!
All right, anyway, sorry.
Okay, sorry. Now we're all just watching.
That was funny. He had a blue button on his shirt, and the moment his finger touched it, it went flesh tone.
Huh?
Yeah, the
Old
color is
cell animation mistakes.
Yep. Yep.
I miss little things like that.
Yeah.
You don't see that in animation anymore because it's not
Yeah.
cell like
Happened
that.
in Garfield and Friends a lot too.
Yes.
Odie's tongue would change color. Garfield would be all one color, the black. But anyways, Chip woke up the other morning and he said, first thing out of his mouth, Daddy, I want some Sour Patch Kids. And I was like, you can only have 3 a day. Do you want them now, for lunch, or dinner? And he goes, not for lunch. So he waited. He waited. I didn't even offer him more. I said you get 3 now,
You
4
get
later,
3
5. You know,
a day. I would do breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It's like a little dessert.
there you go. Yeah.
a single Sour Patch Kid, though.
Just one, 2 for after
morsel?
dinner. Yeah.
Does he have a favorite color yet?
Like, as a dental hygienist, if you are going to drink soda, you pound it. Drink it all in one shot, because if you sip on it, you are continually making your mouth acidic, which then
Sip all day, get DK. We know
Boom.
everybody knows the rules, but we choose to not follow them.
Life is short. Let's enjoy it.
Everybody knows to
Yeah, and then
floss
Short,
too.
life short.
and then take your poor kid
I can-
screaming his brains out to the dentist, not wanting to go there, making them get shots in the mouth that we don't want to do.
I'll tell
Because
you
y'all
what.
didn't brush your kids' teeth.
You can always get replacement teeth.
Yeah.
This is true.
We live in a world where teeth can be replaced.
Do you know how expensive they are?
Hey, the government will pay for it.
No, they won't.
They will if I
Insurance,
ask.
the insurance does not cover implants.
Oh, you're
And-
saying implants. That's what cavity.
And
Implants versus zombies.
If you want dentures, say goodbye to all the foods you love.
What was it that Snape said to Hermione? He's like something about, magic can fix those teeth if you are Hermione.
Oh,
something like
man.
that. Yeah, in class, that dude was
Oh.
like, dink.
Yeah.
Brutal.
Yeah.
I like Snape actually.
There's
Snape. Severus Snape.
Dumbledore.
All right, Chris, you want to wrap us up?
Yes, I actually have. We're gonna raid Stephen Pool this
Nice.
Halloween. I don't know if it's gonna show.
Oh, I see. Yeah. there
We
it is.
we had a whole bunch of stuff not working today, but that was expected. So thanks for dealing with none of the stuff being operational. Hopefully next week a lot more systems will be online. But in addition to those people I'm apologizing, I must also apologize to people listening to the audio-only version of the podcast. Yet again, we provided absolutely nothing of value to you, but you can always make that better by joining us live every Saturday night at 7 p.m. at Central at twitch.tv/RiseThePodcast. Or you can watch us anytime you like on youtube.com/RiseThePodcast. If you are watching on YouTube, don't forget to like the video and comment down below to keep the conversation going. Guys, this is my favorite time of year. Darrell, Matt, thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us tonight. It's been an absolute blast.
Thank you for having me every year. This is whack. This is my 5th episode.
You're 5 for 5.
Yeah.
5 for 5.
Or my 5th annual Halloween special, I should say.
Rise the Podcast has been around for 5 years.
Yeah, I might have lost.
Wow.
I was
the very beginning.
way up there for appearances for a while. It's been a grip.
Yeah.
So, thank you all so much for watching. And of course,
May the Force be with you.